Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Clone Wars, you guys. I'm really excited to see what is going to happen next on this show. If you're joining me early today, you already know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, we've gotten quite a few very interesting, heavy episodes, the last few episodes on this show. We've been dealing with a lot of themes honestly, about war. And it makes sense because the whole show is about a war. But I'm really impressed with the way that they're not afraid to kind of dig beyond the surface of like cool battles or like very, cut and dry good and evil and everything. And certainly those are definitely themes I would say overall in Star Wars. But I really like how on this show we're able to get into sort of the gray areas of everything. And we had this fantastic arc about a group of people who were pacifists and upon seeing the first part of that arc, I was like, I think they're really onto something. And is there another way around this? And, by the second part, we're like, well, but you really can't take that to the extreme either. And then we just have this episode about, so kind of like not the same situation, but still, getting into the themes of war. We have this episode where we're on this planet and this moon has control of it. It's uninhabited, but I don't know. Now I wonder if the chairman knew. The chairman in that episode kind of knew that there were people there, and he just was not going to let go of control of it. And we saw just how destructive that need for control and that complete inflexibility when it comes to negotiating or just sorting anything out in order to try and avoid violence and conflict. We can see how destructive it is that he just won't listen to reason whatsoever. And how hard it can be to try and negotiate a peace. Like we see this young senator, and she's put in the position where all on her own, she has to not only negotiate peace, but, come in after there's already been some significant bloodshed on both sides and try and literally get people to put down their weapons. Like they are facing her with weapons. And she just went in and she was succinct. She was, she just got it out there in like 2 sentences, not even 2 sentences, and did an excellent job. But, we have at the end of the episode, Obi-Wan telling her now you have to preserve that peace, and that is also difficult. So we're just getting a lot of very interesting concepts about, what is extreme conflict? Like we saw this chairman in the last episode, and he was just, oh my God, he just could not be, he was like a warmonger practically. He just could not be reasoned with. And then we saw, a few episodes before that, just the kind of opposite, like pacifism to the point where, okay, if we're going to die, we're going to die. There's just nothing we're supposed to do about it. And it's really hard to say, like, what kind of balance can you find between the two? What is an acceptable amount of war? What is an acceptable amount of fighting? What is an acceptable amount of peace? And I'm just really impressed that they're bringing up concepts like that on this show. And I think that in general, Star Wars does a really good job of presenting the fight between good and evil. But I like that this show can go a little bit deeper than that and get into, okay, well, yes, there's good and evil, but what about when it's not that easy to tell? Because let's face it, more often than not, it's not that easy to tell. Like what you're doing is perfectly right or perfectly wrong. And everyone kind of thinks they're on like the good side. So, you know, just I'm just really, really impressed, really enjoying the show, and I'm excited to see what they're going to present to us next, because I'm sure we're going to be, you know, getting into some more heavy topics like this in the future. I don't know if we'll be doing it right away, but I'm sure that's a theme that they're going to keep up throughout the show. And they balance it with really great character stuff. Great action, great funny, just witty stuff. And I've been very much enjoying the show so far. So I can't wait to see what they have in store for us next. What do you say we go ahead and get started on the next episode? Let's go. Got my groove on. Where's my wisdom? Truth enlightens the mind, but won't always bring happiness to your heart. Ain't that the truth?
They're splitting up. What?
Why?
Something's gone wrong. Prepare all troops for...
Oh, dang. Was their plan to... They probably plan to, like, throw them off from the start and then go off in different directions and attack that way. Oh, I hate watching the clones die. Nice. Oh, are you kidding me? The one time they actually get in a shot and it's a crazy moving target situation like that. I feel like the battle droids can't, like they always miss. Except that time.
I improvised.
Yeah, zip lining. That's a pretty good example.
Now what?
Yikes, they really got him cornered here. Oh no. See, I always get nervous when I see like the more built up droids, you know. Oh, well, you know, I mean, that's dedication right there.
Tell us how they knew our plan.
You gotta give that to that one droid. He was still firing.
How could we have left ourselves so vulnerable to a security breach? I don't think we did. You think someone infiltrated our defenses? Possibly. It would have to be someone cunning and resourceful enough to gain access to all our plans.
Palpatine.
Wouldn't explain how they got our intel. No.
Palpatine?
You're right. They wouldn't act alone.
So, I'm guessing, though, it probably isn't Palpatine in this particular case, or at least that's not the
Someone left his comic on.
direct culprit.
Listening to everything we said. Hey, stop! Who's that?
Oh my god.
I'll follow him. You take the west corridor.
Oh my god, is it one of the clones?
He must have gone in the mess hall.
Oh.
Big problem.
Yeah.
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 The only people in here are brothers.
So it was one of the clones.
Appear to have picked up some friends. Indeed. In fact, I believe the number of eyes watching us has been steadily growing. Great. Perhaps this means our adversary has learned about our mission. Perhaps it does. Of course, nobody's tried to stop us yet.
They're incapable of talking to each other.
Headquarters, which means this is a trap. I imagine it is. Well, that's unfortunate for them.
Heck yeah. They cannot talk to each other normally anymore. I don't know if they ever could.
Is it the what is he looking for? Wavelength interference. Weak frequencies. Spotty. Irregular. See how it shows up every few days, then disappears? Day to day, you wouldn't notice it. What? It's the pattern.
Oh.
Man's on Slick's barracks. Only Slick's men would have access to that terminal. Yeah.
Okay.
Slick's not gonna like that.
No.
He's not. If one of his men is giving away our intel,
We have to find him and sort this out.
I just can't believe one of the clones would. But I mean, they're all individual people. Like, one of them may just turn or, like, betray them for whatever reason.
No. No way. My guys are the best. No way they're capable of something like this.
Then how do you
Something like
explain it?
what? And we think it's one of you.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know what to think.
So this is the belly of the beast.
Look out.
And here I thought this mission would be unpleasant.
The pleasure's all mine, my dear Obi-Wan. I've missed you.
Sorry, sir. Just a little nervous. You're my CO. The way I figure it, you tell the truth, you got nothing to be nervous about.
Right.
Yesterday is telling the truth. Cleans his weapon after every mission. First thing, every time. He's kind of obsessed that way. Is that right?
He's probably just
Cleaning your
nervous
weapon? Yes, sir.
because of the
Well,
situation.
While you were in, anyone with you? Sketch. So, we got to the mess at the same time, got our grub, and sat together. Anyone else in the mess able to confirm what you two are saying? Lots of
Probably.
guys there. Ask any of them. Oh, we will. Captain, give me just a moment with them. No, it's okay, Sarge. I got nothing to hide. I was in the infirmary. Got banged up pretty good by one of those clankers.
That could
Med
probably be
fixed me
confirmed.
up. Doc's got all the records there. I was in the mess hall. No, you weren't. I mean,
Oh!
if you know something, kid, you should speak up. Chopper came in a lot later, after everyone else.
What is going on? Oh, I can't tell if they know something or if they're just trying to turn on each other out of, like, fear and paranoia. Wouldn't it be awful if it turned out as, like, none of the clones?
No, you
Didn't want anyone to see me string these together. Battle droid fingers.
Oh.
I just wanted something back. But if you could break these rules, your whole character's in question here. Wait, no, hang on. I'm no spy.
Yeah, he wanted to get back at them for killing his friends. I don't know if that contributes to the idea that he's a spy for the other side.
We'll get you a proper investigation. You don't have to say anything till the Jedi come back and talk to you. Maybe you should talk, sir. Tell them where you went.
I was
South exit, remember?
kind of wondering.
I saw you. Chopper, I have been patient. Everyone else turned right. Toward the barracks and the mess. You turned left. Toward the command center. Where are you going, sir? Obviously, the kid feels cornered. Sergeant, what do you mean till the Jedi come back? How did you know the Jedi were gone?
Uh-oh, it's Slick. It's him.
Wish you hadn't noticed that, sir.
Oh, and there we go.
Slick?
It was Slick. I know it's funny. I thought at first, I'm like, I bet it's Slick. That's why he didn't want any of his men questioned, because they saw him. Oh, he slipped up big time, though, by saying that about the Jedi. Why would he turn? Why would he betray them? Uh-oh. Oh! Run away.
He took out our weapons depot.
Oh, no.
He knew where we'd look. He's not trying to escape.
No.
He knows all our moves before we even make them.
Because, yeah, he's one of them. What better person to have as a spy?
I'm all yours, Obi-Wan.
I mean, really bad for them, but good for the Separatists. That was pretty sweet, though.
So hard to know whom to trust these days, isn't it?
What's the plan, Master? Bringing us here was a mistake, my sweet. You've
What is it with them?
Really?
They have this weird, like, hate flirt going on. I love it, though.
Slick ran into the command center. You guys stay here. Seal the perimeter.
What? How would you even... They have such a strong bond of, like, brotherhood. How would you even get through to one of them to convince them to be a spy? Like, what motivation would he have to be a spy? Oh! The noise he made, though. He was like, eh!
Prepare.
You could
Okay.
disable the entire security security system. Yeah, but he knows we'd expect him to do that.
They're setting him up.
Does he? Yeah, I see what you're getting at. Go to the south exit. What are you gonna do? I'll stay here. Get the power back up. That'll help. Got it.
Yeah, no, he's gonna stand there and wait.
Hey there, Slick. Guns empty.
Oh, got him right where you want him.
Funny. I'm not the traitor. You are.
What? What does that mean? That's clearly him trying to justify what he's doing, right?
All of you just blindly following orders. For what?
Great fight scene, though.
Got something out of all this suffering.
Oh, he's just done with it.
I bet she offered me money. But she offered me something more important.
What's that?
Something you wouldn't understand. Freedom.
Oh, like he wouldn't have to be a soldier?
I think it's the Jedi who keep my brothers enslaved. We do your bidding.
Oh.
We serve at your whim. I just want something more. And all you had to do to get it was put the rest of us all at risk.
Oh, it does kind
I
of
love
bring
my
up a...
brothers. You're too blind to see it. But I was striking a blow for all clones. If you loved your brothers, you wouldn't have put them at risk. You
Oh,
betrayed every one of us.
he did, but it does bring up a good point.
We managed to save the heavy cannons, though.
That's good. Because there are about 1,000 battle droids on their way here.
Oh, more good
Goes
news.
on, gentlemen.
Now I'm being sarcastic. He's rubbing off on me. Wow, you guys, that definitely brings up a lot more philosophical and moral questions for me. Because to be honest, we just kind of started the show with the clones just being there, and we're getting to know them, but it never really occurred to me, like, we did see in the second prequel movie, I believe, how they're kind of, we know that they're just cloned for kind of like one purpose. And that they're, from the very start kind of raised with that notion of, following orders, doing your best, brotherhood, like all these things. But I guess it never occurred to me, like, are they given a choice as to like what they want to do? Or are they just kind of like, all right, you're a clone, this is what you do, and there you go. But they're never really given a choice of like, do you want to not be a soldier, or do you want to go off and like do something else? Like, I don't think they've ever really gotten into that. If I had to guess, I'd say they aren't really given a choice. That's just kind of what they do. They're soldiers, like born and bred literally for that purpose. So while he did betray and put in terrible danger like all his brothers, his reasoning was, I'm kind of making these strides towards freedom for all of my brothers, for myself and for all of my brothers. That's a very, because that would put the Jedi in a very not so great, and the Republic for perpetuating that. Wouldn't that kind of put them in a really bad position / light to think that like they're kind of perpetuating these clones? And I mean, the term that he used was they're enslaved. Is there more to it though? Because I feel like maybe they went over this in the movie, and it's been forever since I saw the movie, but I feel like on the show we haven't really gone into, at least not in great detail, okay, this is how they're trained. After graduation, they're given the opportunity, like, do you want to stick around and fight? And even if they did want to stick around and fight after that, you could argue they've been indoctrinated their whole lives with, being basically raised to to do one thing. So is that fair? Oh, and here I thought the last arc was all kind of like moral and thought-provoking. This one, though, oh dang, I wonder if it's just a one-parter or if I have a feeling there will be a part 2. But we'll see. Yes, I didn't know where they were going with that at first. I thought maybe the point was going to be like, oh, they're all going to get like fear and paranoia and turn on each other, and then it'd turn out it wouldn't be any of the clones. It'd be like a battle droid dressed up as a clone or something. But no, they went there, and it was the actual commanding officer, and in a pretty eye-opening, thought-provoking reason behind his motivations. I gotta say, I really hope there's part 2, because I want to see where this is going. I want them to kind of have this discussion. I want to hear, like, as Jedi or members of the Republic or whatever, like, how do they justify that or not justify it, or dang. Well, dang, because I mean the clones are definitely they are clones, yes, but they have individual personalities. They are independent, beings and people. They're not property, but it sounds like, at least for some, that's how they feel that they're treated. Well, this was a very heavy episode. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the way it was done. And right up till the end, I really didn't know what his motivation could possibly be, because all we've really seen up to now is like the great, strong bond and camaraderie that the clones have with each other. It's never really been brought up, like, what would they do if they weren't soldiers or anything like that. But just because it hasn't come up doesn't mean it's not an issue, I guess. All right, you guys, I legitimately cannot wait to see how they handle this. This is a very heavy topic for a kids show. Don't you think? Like, and I think that's kind of, you could describe the whole series that way, at least up to this point. And from what I'm told, it gets even more so like that as we go on in the seasons. That's a very, very heavy concept to be dealing with on an animated show. Let's put it that way, because it's clearly not just for kids. So, all right, guys, I really got a lot out of that. I hope you enjoyed watching it along with me. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.